Joel, we're talking today about when space doesn't equal space. Now, this reminds me of a previous episode that we will link to, proper job specking. We have that. I'll include that in the link here in the podcast transcription. Square footage doesn't always tell the tale. How would you advise a new cleaning company owner?
When I first started in sales and I had quotas that I had to deal with, I used to love the phone calls that would come in and say, oh, I've got a 5,000 square foot space and I need a quote. Oh, I don't want you to come. Sure, I got numbers in, I got jobs sold. Well, I quickly realized that none of those jobs I bid on when that would come in like that, they were never profitable.
I bet you got an earful from your boss too.
Yes, write-ups, earful, sore backside, I mean, you name it.
It's not nice of them to sharpen up the boots.
But that's probably one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're trying to build a business is that, oh, this is going to be easy. I can do a quick bid on this job and I can get it and we can get it started. And, oh, it's going to run smooth. Space is not equal to space. There are so many factors. Is it medical? Is it a warehouse? Is it a factory? Is it a cube farm? Meaning that there's just all cubicles and no hard wall offices. And even with the cube farms, are they 2x2 spaces? Are they 10x10 spaces? Are they 20x20 spaces? These all make a difference because maybe in a very congested, you've got a lot more trash cans that have to be picked up and liners that have to be changed, and you have more corners and edges that have to be vacuumed or mopped out depending on what surface it's on. So space doesn't always equal space. Is it gang restrooms or is it 50 individual one toilet, one sink restrooms? All different. Because when you can go into a gang restroom where you've got, 10 urinals, 10 toilets, 20 sinks, it's a lot of cleaning, but it's all right in front of you instead of going to 20 different restrooms that have one sink and one toilet.
Sure.
There's those things that are so important that as a business owner or even as a salesperson, you really need to understand what is it that you're cleaning? What are the expectations? And yes, you talked about linking it back to the podcast that we did about, walkthroughs. You got to look at the space. You can't bid off the phone.
Let me ask you about that, because I know you've been speccing these jobs for years. Is it your impression that the person calling in who says, I don't need you to come in, I just need a quick number, are they trying to get you to lowball, or are they just literally trying to save their time?
They're trying to get you to lowball.
They're trying to get you to, so they probably know.
Oh, but I'm a factory. Oh, I'm a medical center. Okay. Does every human being look the same? No. Does every car look the same? No.
So in order for the new cleaning company owner to not fall into this trap, they need to gently take the lead, or at the very least not get sucked into being taken advantage of.
Correct. And redirect the conversation. And we look at every site because there might be things that you're not aware of. And we need to make sure we have the right equipment because carpets clean different than hard floor. So do you need a mop or do you need a vacuum?
I'd like to relate this back to another recent podcast, when you lose an account. So rather than start an account, because there's always an out-of-pocket cost, getting equipment, getting materials, and getting solutions that need to sit there, be ready for use. Before that out-of-pocket expense to do all of that, only to lose the job the next month, which is disastrous.
Oh, it would be entirely financially disastrous.
Would it be better to decline the job than have the prospect say, I don't need you to come?
That is my hard line.
Okay.
I've been burned too many times in the past to know that when people are pushing you like that, they usually have something to hide because anybody who wants you to succeed will allow you to be on that walkthrough.
For our listeners, before success destroys you, because it feels like success when you've just landed 2 or 3 new accounts, do yourself a favor. Contact Joel. Joel, thank you.
You're welcome.